Here with Mariners prospect Harry Ford, who's taking a break from throwing guys out in spring training, by the way. I saw that snap throw over to third. To sign some autographs here with eBay and Onyx. We'll start with that. We've had some mixed answers. Some guys are feeling good. They hit like a runner's high, and we're able to keep signing them. Other guys like ran out of gas. You're someone that first-round pick a couple years ago. You got your reps in now, right? Is this kind of becoming autopilot for you? It's got to be, right?
Yeah, it's not too bad. It's cool.
What'd you think of these cards? It's unique because it's not the same pictures that you get with some of the other ones, but what has it been for you, like being able to see different kinds of cards for now over the years, and all these different kinds of action shots and cool things like that, and all the interest around your cards as well?
It's cool. It's especially cool when I see one I remember where I was.
Yeah.
When it got taken, so I like them a lot.
Were you much of a collector as a kid?
I had like a binder full of them, but I didn't really care about them much. I didn't collect. I just had some.
I've been asking everybody if you could collect one card from a guy in your organization. It could be a prospect or a big leaguer. I'm going to exclude Julio because that's too easy. Mm-hmm. Who would it be out of the Seattle organization?
If I could get one card from anybody, I don't know. I'd see them every day. I don't.
You don't want to gas them up. You don't want to give them the.
If I could get one card, I don't know. Gosh, I like getting my coach's cards. I like getting those.
That's a good answer. You got a specific coach?
Ryan Scott. That's my guy.
All right.
He's my manager last year.
All right, I like it.
I want a Dan Wilson card.
Okay.
He's our ex catcher.
All right, that's the most unique answer we've gotten so far. I love it. But you talk about the catching side of things. It's been obviously an area where you just continue to get better and better and better, and it's been really fun to just watch the development of being able to now be in a big league game and throwing big league runners out and things like that. What has it been like for you, just coming out of high school so quickly, just getting better at the position and becoming one of the best prospects in the game right away? The bat, you've been productive at every single stop, but I always try to remind fans that, like, guys like you, catchers, you're learning on both fronts, and it's a lot of work. How has it been for you just developing behind the dish, and where do you feel like you've made some of the biggest strides maybe over the last year?
Well, I mean, you said it. It definitely is a lot of work. I think this past year was the biggest stride I made defensively, just in terms of just like being a sound catcher back there, blocking, receiving, throwing, just more consistently, I would definitely say, and the biggest one I think I'm making though is just how I treat the pitchers, how I learn to be around the guys, and just how I try to help them.
And what's kind of been the areas where you feel like you can really help them, and like what are some ways that you've kind of learned to conduct yourself as a catcher and working with the pitchers over the last year that really resonated with you?
I like helping them in bullpens, and just I like helping them at like outside the field stuff. Like I'm a believer, and so I with a lot of our guys, we have a Bible study going on, and I love just going in and talking about like the personal life and what's really going on besides baseball and that stuff, because that's what I care about more. Baseball is a game we love playing, but everyone's a person too.
It's good to have that perspective too, because it probably helps keep things in check and just keep you like from having things mount on you. But you haven't had to have much mount on you because of the success that you've had also at the plate as well. And offensively, something that stands out to me is how selective you are. And how you're able to draw so many walks and and just rarely chase at all. Is that something that you've always done? Have you always been an extremely selective guy, or is that something that kind of crept in more as you got into pro ball and and drawing those walks?
I guess so. I didn't realize until they told me, and like when I got drafted. So I think it's a common theme in Seattle is that we don't swing at balls, we swing at strikes, and so I'm guessing they noticed that, and that's why they picked me. And so, but I really didn't realize that was a part of my game early on.
You just were thinking you were doing what you were supposed to do, and
yeah. It's just how I play. Just how I do it.
And then another thing is, just driving the ball in the air consistently, the way that you have. Like, that's something that seems like it does come pretty easy. But you're also a guy that's really fast and can put it on the ground and motor too. How do you kind of strike that balance of, trying to elevate and do some damage, but also realizing that, you're a speedy guy who can steal hits and steal plenty of bags as you have. Like, it's a really unique profile.
Yeah, I mean, I just try to hit it hard and see what happens, Wherever it goes, I like hitting line drives the best.
Yeah.
And so just play where the ball lays,
How much of a factor do you feel like you can be on the bases? I mean, it's something that you don't see very many catchers stealing a lot of bags. I mean, JT Realmuto, it was very important to him to steal 20 bags, and he was one of the first guys to put up a certain stat line. I don't have it off the top of my head since like Pudge.
Yeah.
It's becoming a much more athletic position. You're one of the prime examples of that. But how unique is it and important to you to be that threat on the bases and be this multifaceted player that you don't really see much from the catching position?
Yeah. I mean, like, I don't know how like important it is or not. It's just something I can do and I want to do. I like being good at everything in the game. I don't like just not being able to do something. I want to be able to do everything. And stealing bases is fun. It puts your team in better positions. It gets the crowd going. It's cool. Everything's cool about it. So like I like doing it. I like getting better at it. And I know that I have a lot of God gifted ability to do it. So I want to use it.
AA should be a big jump for you. It also should be a really exciting jump for you.
Yeah.
What are some goals going into this year? You mentioned the improvements you've made defensively. The offense has continued to be good at every stop. What's a big focus for you as you head into the 24 season?
I think my main focus is just how, I can just learn to be a higher caliber catcher in terms of like how I'm gonna manage a game, running meetings, being almost like a manager on the field, learning the insides and outs of the game. It's kind of just the deeper stuff that I haven't really touched yet. I mean, I've touched it, just haven't fully mastered yet.
And has just being involved with the big league team in spring training and everything, is that you feel like that's helped you a lot?
Yeah,
in that
for
regard,
sure.
and just
I
being
mean,
able to pick things up.
Yeah, I mean, we got Cal, great catcher. He thinks through a lot of things, and he's just good at what he does. You got we picked up two new guys, Sebi Zavala and Mitch Garver. Mitch is a vet. He knows a lot. Sebi knows a lot, and even our coaches know so much too. So it's definitely a nice game to pick their brains.
I love it, man. Well, I'm really excited to see what you do this year. It's been really awesome following you this far, and awesome to see the success already in spring training. And best of luck this season. Thanks so much for the time.
Thanks.